The ultimate prize for any AFL player at the end of the season is Premiership glory. It is the reason players go through grueling pre-seasons and years of hard work and sacrifice. Being a high caliber player will not be enough to win you a premiership. Sometimes it is a matter of being at the right place at the right time. Some players go through their careers with constant premiership success, while many will be lucky to play finals once. Today I'm going to be listing the best player at each premiership total, starting at 0 and going to 7, which is the highest number of premierships won by a single player in their career. So let's get into it. The best player to never win a premiership is Gary Ablett Sr. That's not to say he didn't have his chance, as Sr. played in 4 grand finals, being 1989, 1992, 1994 and 1995. He is considered to have the best performance in a losing grand final, being the 1989 grand final, where he kicked 9 goals and won the Norm Smith medal for the grand final loss. Only one of 4 players to ever do that. Other worthy candidates for this can include Nathan Buckley, who is another Norm Smith winner in a losing grand final, Nick Riewoldt, Robert Harvey, Bob Skilton and Tony Lockett. There have been a total of 942 players to have 1 premiership medallion in history. The best player to win 1 premiership in their career is Greg Williams. Williams is a 2-time Brownlow medalist and Norm Smith medalist, in his only grand final win being the 1995 grand final, where Carlton beat Geelong. Diesel won that award on his birthday. Williams was a prolific ball winner, averaging 26.9 career disposals. He is named in the Team of the Century for the AFL, the Carlton Football Club and Sydney Football Club. Other worthy candidates can include Chris Judd, Ben Cousins, Mark Rasciuto, Charlie Sutton and Ted Whitten. A total of 399 players have won 2 premierships in their career. For this one, I'll have to give it to the little master himself, Gary Ablett Jr. Ablett Jr. won his premiership for the Geelong Cats in 2007 and 2009, before he moved to expansion team Gold Coast in 2011. Ablett made a permanent move to the midfield in 2007 for the Cats and helped the Cats win their first premiership since 1963, with 19 disposals, 1 goal and 8 tackles. He has won a best and fairest in both his premiership seasons and has a laundry list of accolades including 2 Brownlow medals, 5 MVPs and 8 All-Australians. Other notable candidates include Lance Franklin, Wayne Carey, Stephen Silvani and Andrew McLeod. Only 142 AFL players have 3 premierships in their career. This one was a difficult one to choose, as I was tied between Michael Voss, who won a 3-peat with the Brisbane Lions between 2001 and 2003, and Dustin Martin, who is the only 3-time Norm Smith medalist in the league, and in history. I think for mine, I would have to go for Voss as the better player, as he was able to captain his team through 3 consecutive premierships. He is also a 5-time club champion, 5-time All-Australian, and is inducted in the Australian Hall of Fame. However, I wouldn't blame you if you went with Martin in this, and my opinion could change, as Martin still has a few years left in his career. Other candidates include Jimmy Bartell, Simon Black, Jason Ackermanis, Tim Watson, and Jonathan Brown. A total of 45 players have ever won 4 premierships. The best one of the lot is none other than Lethal Lee Matthews, who won his premiership with the Hawthorn Hawks in 1971, 76, 78 and 1983, where he was the captain. Lethal is the best in this lot because he is in the AFL Team of the Century and is well regarded as one of the best players of all time. Matthews is the only midfield type player to also average close to 3 goals per game for his career. He is a 6-time leading goal scorer for the Hawks, and in his best season averaged 27.4 disposals while also kicking 91 goals. Other candidates include Bruce Doull, Luke Hodge, John Platten and Norm Smith. Now we are getting into some even rarer air with 17 players who have won 5 premierships. The best player with 5 premierships is Hungry Kevin Bartlett. Bartlett won premierships in 1967, 1969, 1973, 1974 and 1980. He is also a Norm Smith medalist in 1980, which he won at the age of 33, making him the oldest Norm Smith medalist to ever win the award. Bartlett has also won the best and fairest in 3 of the Premiership years. Bartlett was also considered a ball magnet, averaging 22.8 disposals over his career and nearly 2 goals per game. His best disposal year was 1974, where he averaged 29.4 disposals, and his best goal year was 1980, where he kicked 84 goals. I was considering whether to have Gordon Coventry as the best player here, but I couldn't give it to him as there is not enough statistics for me to determine. Although Gordon did kick 1,299 goals in his career and is part of the Collingwood 4-peat team between 1927 and 1930, kicking 9 in 1928 and 7 in 1930. However, I wouldn't imagine the competition was as fierce as what the league was later on. Nonetheless, Nuts deserves mention here, as he is a forefather of the game. Other notable candidates include Robert DiPietro, Dermot Burden, and Francis Burke. Only 4 players have ever won 6 premierships, and they are Bluey Adams, Ron Barassi, Albert Collier, and Harry Collier. For the best player with 6 premierships, my pick goes to Ron Barassi himself. Barassi is an AFL Hall of Famer with legend status, and in the AFL Team of the Century, where he is named as Rover. He won all of his premierships as a player with Melbourne from 1955 to 1957, 1959, 1960 and 1964. Barassi shaped the game in his years as a player and influenced the future of the game. Only one player has won 7 premierships, and that is Michael Tuck. He won his premierships in the years 1976, 1978, 1983, 1986, 1988, 1989 and 1991. Tuck is also the holder of the second most games played in a career, being 426 games. He was the captain of Hawthorn for 4 of the 7 premierships. He is a 2-time All-Australian, Hall of Famer with legend status, and a member of the Hawthorn Team of the Century. Tuck averaged nearly 20 disposals in a 20-year career, and is considered one of the most durable players as he played 20 games or more in 17 seasons of his 20. And those are the best players at every premiership total in the AFL. Let me know in the comments who you think are the best players in your opinion. And please drop punt that like button and subscribe.